Forgive the background. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. What do we have here? Okay, that's our green screen. Okay. So let me go get this. And I'll start right away. Are we talking about protecting our culture from the thieves? Let me get a hat or something. Feel real good outside. True peace to anybody tuning in and watching. I'm gonna wait till like a minute 30 where I can get some more bodies in here. Hopefully more people are on. All right, so we're a minute and 30 in. Let me go ahead and get started. So while asking for references, one of the references that is so while asking for references, one of the references that he was given was the work of Thomas Woodward. Now, Thomas Woodward wrote a book called Woodward's Reminiscence. And in Woodward's Reminiscence, he explains a few things about the Yamasee. Now, one of them is that they have dark skin, coarse hair, and thick lips. And this quote right here comes from an actual Spanish document. But let's get back to Woodward. So when we deal with someone like Woodward, and I'll go through this, the work to eventually pull him up. But when the Yamasee are being described, these the dark hair, or excuse me, the dark skin, the thick lips, and the flat feet, he showed two groups of people. He showed one group that he said was Native American. They had dark skin, long black hair, no thick lips, and they weren't originally from the Southeast. So the people that he showed are people that weren't even being spoken about in that particular passage. So you get a people from somewhere else and then say, well, we're going to use them because shit, they are called Native American. But we have to be fair. And here goes the passage right here from Woodward. It's kind of thin. I don't feel like going to get another picture of it. But right here, it says that I think he locates the Yamasees. I write from memory in the middle and eastern portions of Florida and says they were occupying the country when the Creeks came. So the Creeks are later people. And it says he describes the Yamasees as having dark skin, coarse hair, thick lips, and flat feet, and as having inferior implements of war to the Creeks. Now, anyone that knows about this know the Creeks and the Yamasee, there was a major war. The so-called Creeks were told to try to exterminate those groups that were Yamasee. This is one reason, if you read books like The Sketch of the Seminole Wars, they tell you that that blood of the Confederacy was still alive, but it was also alive in some of the people that you all consider Seminole today. Now, one guy says, well, the Seminole were mixed with Africans. Some of them were, not all of them. Some of them were actually just dark skinned. But the Geechee are Africans, but the original Geechee are indigenous people. So when you're dealing with someone who doesn't know this, or even knows, and honestly, in a way, it's a form of jealousy, because a lot of people don't have indigenous blood, and they wish they did, even if they had one ancestor. Now, let's talk about protecting the culture. There are a lot of people who are in need today, and what they are in need of is language, right? Ceremonies. They're in need of a community. It's a lot of people. And get these likes up. We have 9 viewers, 8 viewers, 1 like. That's crazy. Come on now. Y'all want to get this notice, right? Morning. Peace to everybody. Peace, Uncle Ed. So I get it, right? But there's someone else on Instagram, and he's like, "Oh, you're my chief," and I'm sitting there like, "But I don't know you, right? Like I don't know you." So, oh yeah, for sure, I'll do that right now. Shoot me a sub, bro. I'm close to almost. Let me pin your comment so I can see you. I'm almost to about 1,000, Sebastian. So I definitely got you. I'm gonna screenshot this so when I do get off, I can make sure you good. But a lot of people just take things, man, and they don't really know the story about what is going on. And there's this brother and sister, uh, very cute couple, but they're teaching that they're Cherokee and inhabited different mound complexes that the Cherokee didn't build at all. So me being the guy that I am, I say, you know what? Let me go ahead and explain to them that many of the things they are considering Cherokee aren't Cherokee at all. And I posed, what if these things are actually older than what you think they are? Because one, your family hasn't taught you this. And two, you haven't got it from anyone that's currently in the tribe. And that is usually the issue, that the work usually comes from someone on the internet and not someone actually doing the work. Now, we'll go back, scroll. Here we go. So, one guy, we're talking about the Cherokee, and he posted this right here, but he didn't read it. Now, he called me out my name and was like, oh, you don't know this and you don't know that. But then he said the Cherokee were originally from the Southeast. While the first sentence of this page says the Cherokee came into the Appalachia from the north. That's one thing, right? Now, while we continue in this bill, I tell him, I'm like, bro, if you read the first sentence, it'll give you everything you need. Now, when we study the Cherokee, there are many origins to a lot of these tribes because in reality, these are confederacies. So it would be no shock to why towns like Nicosi and Coweta and Estatoe are originally Yuchi and Hichiti towns. Now, in the same text, it mentions a people called Shilakwi. If you're watching this, get these likes up so we can get this out. I'm six subs away from 1,000. So I need everyone in here liking and sharing. So it says Shilakwi, and then my guy asked me, what the fuck is Shilakwi? Which means that he didn't truly know about this province he posted about. Let's continue. If we go to DeSoto's Chronicles, Shilakwi is one of the towns that DeSoto traveled to, which is in present-day North Carolina, and are related to the Jarara. But if you study this and you study the travels of Juan Pardo, you find out that the Jarara and the Shilakwi are actually a part of Kofa Techekwi, which is a Muskogean name, right? Kofa Techekwi is a Muskogean name for people that predate the Muskogee. So we know the Yamasi or the Ichidi were already here. Now you learn that while Kofa Techekwi was a Creek word, the Catawba called them Upaha. So you see, arguing from a point of the Cherokee puts you in the north coming down. But if you would have told the story from the southeast, you would at least had a chance to say your people were later absorbed by those tribes that would later become Cherokee. Now, Tougaloo State Park is often considered Cherokee, but it's a Yuchi Park. This is the same with other parks that were going on in this, or other towns that were going on. When we talk about Tennessee or Tennessee, that's Yuchi. Or the first Salagi. Salagi is the same variant and dialect of Chiloki or Cherokee. So someone took Shalaki or Shalagi, and if they were in the South, they would have said Shiragi, because the Southern Cherokee or the Lower Cherokee spoke with an R just like their Siouan neighbors. So while Swanton mistranslated people of a different speech into Cherokee because they sounded the same, he was definitely wrong. And here again is the L and the R argument. I will be on live at 10:15. I just wanted to drop this to get the views ready, because I see once I come on directly, the views hop on right away. So if you are subbed, please click that notification bell, because it's going to be about 6 or 7 of us actually lecturing this and going over this later on. So peace, get with me. I can't wait to see y'all on the next live.